is Talktolife. Early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. No, it's super late today, but we still gotta do it. Today, it's another wonderful day. Today, it's another great day. If I'm correct, it's supposed to be 207 day, right? I think I am right. 207 day, 207 day. And this is Talktolife, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. It's a platform that is designed to make you to be motivated, not just motivated, to be inspired, not just inspired, to be imparted. Knowing what to do, knowing how to go about it, and much more, for you to know that there are some things that God has provided for you, but there are some things you need to do. If you don't know what to do, provision will become useless. If you don't know what to do, provision will become useless. What brings reality to provision is the ability to know what to do about it and how to maximize it. So today is the 24th day. It's a Christmas Eve day. Tomorrow is going to be 25th celebration. So while you're thinking, while you are, making things happen, getting ready for the holiday, for the Christmas, I want you to think inside of you how far you've gone this year. How far have you gone this year? How far have you gone this year? What are the things that resonate with you this year? What are your mistakes? If I may ask, what are your strengths? What are the things you don't want to share? What are the things you will share? Many things like that are the things that you're supposed to be thinking about. Because it's not about Christmas. I know it's a celebration of the birthday of our Lord Jesus Christ. But it's not about Christmas. There is nothing called holiday. There is nothing called Christmas. Christmas is what you make out of it. Christmas is what you make out of it. So, while you are getting ready, while you are doing what you're doing, I want you to know that there is more to celebration. Because after celebration comes normal. And when the normal sets in, when the normal sets in, people are bound to repeat the same error, or to what? Or to leverage and go forward. Yesterday, I shared about branding, how you can plant yourself in the heart of men, how they should think about you in all that they do, how you can follow them home without leaving your house. These are the things that I shared about yesterday. And I'm going to step up the game today. I'll be sharing about you should start with the ending in mind. Start with the ending in mind. When we started Talktolife, it was it was a 30-day intention. But when we are about to finish the 30 days, that was in June this year, I heard proceed for a 1 year. A 1 month now to 1 year. So as I calculating now, 11 months can be added to 1 month. And because we didn't relent, because we didn't slow down, one thing I want you to know today is that there is much more inside of you than you think you can handle. You can handle more threats. I'm telling you, you think you can. You can handle more financial challenges. You can handle more family crisis. And at the end of it all, solution or God will be waiting for you. So in the midst of whatever you are doing right now, I want you to possess the mentality of a winner. Winner don't get involved because they want to. They get involved because they want to win, because they have won. So while we're still thinking about that, yesterday was branding, this morning is going to be about, guess what? End. E-N-D. End. Yes. Rotimi, what does end have to do with this? When you hear me, you will know what I'm talking about. So right now, let us pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, and let your kingdom come. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Lord, we come to you this morning just as we are tired and not knowing what to do, know what to say. But you finally gave us a word, and we thank you. For as many who are connected today, who have been blessed before, let them be blessed again. Lord, as the word goes forth, let them catch what you want them to, that belongs to them. Empower them to hear beyond words. Paint to them pictures that will strengthen their heart to take a bold step towards the celebration of tomorrow and the ending of this year. All these are much more I ask in your most holy name, Jesus. Amen. So, are you ready, everybody? Today is day 207. I think what somebody can do for 207 days, 207 days, it's worth listening to. So if you have the time, you have 30 minutes, you have 25 minutes, maybe you should invest it this morning and let's hear what I got to say. Like I said, never try to be a follower, be a student. Maybe somebody can write it. Don't be a follower, be a student. Follower follow blindly, student follow intentionally. Followers, they follow blindly, but student follows intentionally. Don't be a follower, rather be a student. Be a student. Be a student. So this morning, okay, I don't know why the camera is so bent like that, but you just have to work with that. So this morning I'll be sharing with you on the subject of end. Hand. I think you need to know it. I think you need to hear about it. I think it's what you need now. Because some of us right now, suddenly the December Christmas just knock your door unplanned. Suddenly the unexpected just appeared to you unplanned, and you are like you are frustrated, you are shocked to yourself because you are like you throw you into a deep of ocean and you don't know how to swim. But the good news or the unfortunate news to you is that you have been warned already that one day they're going to dip you in an ocean, and you have a choice to be able to learn swimming, to go for your own survival, but you don't. You cannot get rid of December by tearing it off your calendar. I will say that again. There is always a calendar, December calendar every year. There is always January calendar every year. Those who don't prepare for the future will attract it. Everything you don't prepare for, you attract, and everything that you prepare for, you attract. What do you mean? Anytime you don't plan for your retirement, guess what? You're going to retire. Isn't that funny? And every time you plan for your retirement, you're going to retire. What I come to tell you is this. The future has a compelling force in it to attract to you. There is always an end. If you are listening to me right now and your lifestyle does not connote the lifestyle of a good person. The person who backbites, maybe that's the person you are. The person who sleeps around, maybe that's the person you are. The person who lies to frustrate others so you can go up, maybe that's who you are. But I come to tell you in life, I've come to understand that in 2010, that everything is a seed. Everything is a seed. If you bring others down for you to go up, if you get to that top, somebody's going to bring you down for them to step up. I will say it again. If you bring others down for you to go up, if you get to the top, somebody will bring you down for them to step up. You will become a ladder because somebody will. So you use some people as forcefully a ladder to you. I don't know, maybe what I'm saying makes sense. If you bring some people down for you to go up, somebody's going to bring you down for them to step up. So everything is a seed. I don't know where you are listening to me right now. I'm just telling you the truth. Everything is a seed. You cannot escape it. And something about the seed that people don't know is that every seed will one day fall to the good ground. You know what good ground means. And anytime it falls to the good ground, it's going to germinate in 30, in 60, and in 100. That is not enough. Anytime you sow a seed, you will attract an harvest. And that harvest will give you more than what you sowed. More than what you sowed. And guess what? Anytime you have more than what you sowed, you will eat it. And your family will join you. You will eat it. Your wife will join you. Your sons and daughters will join you. I mean, you will eat it. What I come to tell you today, what I want you to know is this. There is always an end. If you do good, there is an end. If you do bad thing, there is always an end. You cannot escape the consequence of your daily investment. Put it out there. You cannot escape the consequence of your daily investment. If your investment daily is to frustrate people, you cannot escape it. If your investment daily is to build people up, you cannot escape it. You cannot escape the consequence of your daily investment. If you are the type that smoke, that drink, and you don't care, I will tell you a time is coming you will not be able to do those things again. Because your body will say, I had enough. How you will feel at 70, 80, 90, and 100 is a function of what you're going to do at 17, 18, 19, and 20. So while you're preparing your mind for this teaching, I want you to, let's think about one thing that was said in the Old Testament by a prophet called Habakkuk. Habakkuk said in chapter 2 of Habakkuk verse 3, he said, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. At the end it shall speak. At the end, isn't that powerful? There is always an end. At the end it shall speak. If you do good, at the end it shall speak. If you don't care about your future, you don't care about the well-being of your spouse, at the end it shall speak. At the end it shall speak. You don't need to believe that. You don't need to say yes to believe or to disagree. It doesn't matter. What matters here is that you have been told the truth. At the end it shall speak. And the Bible continues to say, it are not lie. That means you cannot deny result. of your investment. You cannot deny the result of your investment. Every daily investment will lead to future dividends. Let me to put it out there. Every daily investment will lead to future dividends. If you are to minister to people on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube every day, and you choose not to do it one day, people don't know. There is a law called the law of reversal. The law of reversal states that the end is guaranteed for you if you don't miss it once. If you do, you start all over. The end is only guaranteed if you don't miss it once. You cannot afford to miss it. The law of reversal. Some people are about to get to the pinnacle of their life, to the zenith of their life. I mean, to the topmost top for them to be rewarded, and now they will stop. No, those who stop cannot top. I love that. It's new. Help me to write it. Those who stop cannot get to the top. To get to the top, you have to climb up. And you don't climb up, look down. You keep going there. You know, if you don't possess the mentality of the end, you will soon end. Oh! If you don't possess the mentality of the end, you will soon end. Your level of relevance is directly proportionate to your level of consistency. If you don't stop, it will speak. If you stop, it will never speak. If you are not mindful of the end, you will soon end. And those who stop will never get to the top. These are fiery statements. I'm not asking for offering. I'm saying it to you live. You don't need to take it. That's the truth of it. Possessing the mentality of the hand from the beginning. Demanding the hand from now. Habakkuk 2:3 say, at the end it shall speak, not lie. Say, though it tarries, for wait, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Now look at what the Bible said in Isaiah chapter 46. Isaiah chapter 46 verse 10. He said, God is a God that declares the end from the beginning. Imagine, the God that you serve is a God who demands the end from the beginning. So until God sees the end, it will never give you the beginning. What I mean is that God always completes his mission before he starts at all. I think we can learn from God. But don't get married to that man until you see yourself growing old with him. Don't get married to that woman until you see yourself successful with her. You know, if you don't know that beauty will fail, but a woman who is virtuous, she shall be praised. Beauty will fail. What you see, the 8th figure, the 6th figure now, it will soon disappear. But if you don't possess the mentality that there is a future, oh, you will go on the wrong side. What am I saying? It's simple. Start with the mindset of the hand. Don't do anything that you cannot end. Don't invest in anything that you cannot be consistent about. You have to be mindful of the end. I want to give you 10 words. Please let all these words be written in capital letter. I want to give you 10 words, and inside those 10 words, every one of it has the spelling of END in it. Hand. Number 1 is dividends. DIVIDEND. Dividends, it's what the company pays you if you invest with them. You know, sometimes, have you ever seen before that you are receiving dividends, and it's gone to time and the company run on negative and there's no dividends for you. Everything has an end. Everything has an end. Number 2 is what I call endurance. You have to endure because there is always an end. Even this is a sign of endurance. Tired, don't know what to say sometimes. You know, people think maybe this guy is so smart, he's always knowing what to say. It's a lie. Forget that thing. Sometimes I don't know what to say. Sometimes I will just stay on the computer waiting until God speaks. Or say I'm prompted in my spirit. Or I know where to go. But there is a dividends. Number 2, there's what we call endurance. Endurance is the end. So for you to endure, know that you have an end. There's an end about whatever you are enduring today. And maybe you need to endure to go back to school. Maybe you need to endure to serve your pastor. Maybe you need to endure to love your wife. Maybe you need to endure to train your children. Maybe you need to endure to do things right. There is always an end. So number 1, dividends. Think about it. Number 2, endurance. Number 3, surrender. Can we have a scroll under YouTube? Surrender. There is end in dividends. There is end in endurance. There is end in surrender. Number 4, there is end in recommendation. Number 5, there is end in send. To send something, there is end in it. Number 6, very, very, very funny. There is end in friend. I want to hit out off or down by 1 number. You know, people don't know that somebody that you call your friend today might be the person that will sell you like Judas Iscariot tomorrow. In every friend, there is an end. So in dividends, there is an end. In endurance, there is an end. In surrender, end is there. Recommendation, end is there. To send something to somebody, there is always an end. You know, have you ever seen somebody who... Number 4, recommendation. Number 5 is end. And number 6 is friend. I will say it again to catch up. Please, let's be fast. Dividends, endurance, surrender. Number 4, recommendation. And number 5 is send. And number 6 is friend. Think about it. There is always end. Okay. Are you ready? So number 6 is what? Friend. Number 7, dependent. If you are the type that depend on people forever to feed, if you are the type of people that depend on people to pray to God, if you are the type that depend on people to live a good health, you want to go to, if anything happens, you are seeing doctor. You are seeing doctor. If anything happens, doctor. A time is coming, doctor will not be available. You have a choice. Number 7, depend. To depend on something. Number 8 is to spend. If you are the type who spend the money that you don't have to buy the things you don't need, to please people who don't want you, know that for any spending today, there is always an end to it. So Dividends, endurance, recommendation, send, friend, depend, spend. Number 9 is comprehend. Comprehend. And number 10 is intent. The purpose in your heart. What's your intention? So on that note, let me give you some definitions of end. And number 1, I said, so I'm going to give the 10 words of end before. It's dividends, endurance, surrender, recommendation. Number 5, send. Number 6, spend. Number 7, depend. Number 8, spend. Number 9, comprehend. Number 10, intent. Intent. INTEND. What then is end? End is an assurance, is an assured state that is guaranteed at the beginning. End is an assured state that is guaranteed at the beginning. Number 2, what is end? End is a compulsory subject that everyone must pass. Everybody will end. I will say it again. End is a compulsory subject that everyone must pass. Everything that you do or don't do with hand. The question is where. The relationship that you have without definition will soon end. What is going to cost you? Number 3, what is end? End is a predetermined occurrences that is determined by your daily action and intentional investment. End is a predetermined occurrence or occurrences End is a predetermined occurrences that is determined by your daily action and intentional investment. So intentional investment, daily actions are the determinant of what? Of an end. There is always something somewhere that you are going to, even if you don't know it. So, hand, if I may share with you some nuggets, some 5 nuggets of hand invites reality. When reality started dawning on you that you are now 40, you are now 50, you are now 60, 70, then you will know. You know that the reality of life is invited by hand. Number 2, and speak to the present. If you know what you know, you will realize that there are some things that you need, adjustment that you need to make. And speak into your present. And speak into, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? That's the question. What are you going to do now? Because what you're going to do now is what will happen to how you're going to end. It's not about what has been done or what you have done. What are you going to do now? Tell me. You know, I was speaking with a patient yesterday, and he was sharing with me about his frustration. And I asked him, I said, sir, what are you thinking now? And what are you thinking in the future? There's one power, if you can get it, is the power of the present. And you know what? Every end speak into the present. Because end is what will become, what will happen to whatever you are doing. On the last day of this month, of the year, next year, last day of the month of May, next year, it's going to be the end of Talktolife. Then we can create products around it. But each time I got woke up, because I know it's tough, it's demanding, woke up and contribute little by little, little by little. Which day, if you are watching me right now, have you come up around this time that you don't, either you are hearing the replay or you are hearing the live? This is live now. After this, we're going to do a replay for 2 hours, then we invite other people, other preachers to come and do it. No, you don't need to believe me. I just want you to listen to me. And invite reality. It speaks into your present. What are you going to do now that will guarantee a future for you? How much are you saving now that guarantee a future for you? Number 3, and assures your tomorrow. I love that. A lot of people have tomorrow, but they are not assured of it. Is your tomorrow short? And invite reality, speak to the present, assured your tomorrow, promises the future. Promises you the future. Number 5, and motivates action. A time is coming that you will look into your bank account and all you see there is $1 million. Maybe that's a function of the goal you have written. The question now boils down to this: what are you willing to do now? I know you are drug addict. I know you have been sleeping with so many ladies. I know you are tired of life. I understand that part. I totally get it. But what I'm trying to say to you right now, what are you willing to do now? If you are on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, let's take a short break. I want you to please and please and please invite one person to join you. Invite one person to join you. We want to share this gospel to people. Today is 207 days that we've been doing Talktolife, a platform that is designed to change your life, to turn your life around. So, and invite reality, speak to the present, assures you and assures the tomorrow, and promises the future, and motivate action. So somebody say, hey, Rotimi, I don't care what you say, I still don't want to do it. Good. These are the 5 things that will happen to you if you are careless about your hand. If you are right now, all you do all the time, sleeping with guys and you are doing pregnancy abortion. Maybe you are right now, all you do is just for you not to be able to keep a job. You are just jumping from one place to another. There's a saying where I came from in Southwest in Nigeria that a container will describe where rope goes on it. There's a kettle, a traditional kettle. It's called akeregbe. Akeregbe ló máa júwe ibi tó máa fokùn sí lọ́rùn. It means this traditional, kettle will describe where rope goes. Your future, your end will determine how you will end. If you are not doing it, you are sowing a seed to the future. What will happen if you don't have the end in mind? Number 1, You will fail in the present and fail the present. I love that. You will fail in the present and fail, Mr. President. Number two, what will happen without the mind, without the end in mind? You will not maximize your time. If you don't know about the end, that the school year will end one day, and all the undone assignment will give you 0. You have to go with the mentality of the end. I told you about 10 words. Intent as an end. Comprehension as an end. Spending as an end. To be depending on people it has an end. To think you are a friend to all, there's an end to it. To keep sending what you don't have, there's an end to it. Your recommendation, there's an end to it. Endurance, there's an end to it. And dividends, they all have what? And in there. So what happens if you don't take, if you don't run with the mentality of the end in mind, you will fail in the present and you fail the present. Number two, you will not maximize your time. Number three, you will not be devoted to your cause. Number four, you will not run your plan. You will not run your plans. You will not run your plan. And number five, if you don't have the mind, the end in mind, you will not continue investment. There's an investment that's supposed to leave you every day. Investment every day. Investment of reading books. Investment of praying. Investment of doing a program like this for yourself. Today has made it 207 days. Do you know if I have not done any of the video for over 200 days, I wouldn't have them. I want you to think this thing is not hard. If you think somebody needs to come and give you a knockwood so you can walk, you are speaking to your hand. So write it down. Laziness speaks to the hand. I can't help you. Your laziness speaks. Laziness speaks. Laziness speaks. I love that. It speaks to your hand. Everything you're supposed to do in January, you don't do it now. You want to do everything in December. No, it doesn't work like that. If you get it done, it will never be perfect. I'm just saying. This is not, oh, somebody doesn't like me or somebody in your village is doing you. No, you are the one responsible for yourself. If you want to get a perfect and a perfect result, start on time. Somebody once said that whatever that needs to be done tomorrow is late today, it is very late yesterday. The best time to start is 2 days ago. Because if you done it 2 days ago, you can move it to yesterday. Yesterday we look into it and correct the error. Today we think everything is good, so you can pass it to tomorrow. You see the stages? Without an end in mind, you will not be devoted to a cause, you will not run your plan, and you will not continue your investment. I want you to know that. How do we round up this morning in the next 4 or 5 minutes? Number one, how to see a good hand. How to see a good hand. Number one, visualize the future. Visualize the future. Ask your boss, sir, what is the budget for our group next year, and how can I contribute to your overall budget? How can I celebrate with you? Number two, invest in now. The now that you don't invest in will make your future Very frustrating. I don't know the better way to say it. But you have to maximize now to see a good hand. Help me to write it. Until your present is not maximized, your future, your end is not guaranteed. Until your present is maximized, your future is not guaranteed. Until your present is maximized, your future is guaranteed. So number one, visualize the future. Number two, invest in now. Invest in now. Invest, read book, go to seminar. Brush up the things, learn. One of the things that's helped me to come and do this every day is because I've drank from lions. I've drank from big boss. I know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you are still thinking. If you visualize the future, then invest in now. Because if now is not taken care of, the future is not guaranteed. Invest in yourself. Read books. If you can't read books, buy audio books and listen to it. Listen to it. Develop yourself. You can only have a good ending when you maximize now. Now, as a matter of fact, write it down. There is nothing called end. End simply means today that is consciously lived. I love that. End is today that is consciously lived. Isn't that powerful? I just heard that for the first time. I love that. And is today that is consciously lived. Okay, I take that. I love that definition. So, number one, how to have a good end in life, visualize the future. What do you see? Now you are listening to me. What are you hearing? What are you seeing? I see in the next 5 years, I will not think about money again. I've developed multiple streams of income that will be generating funds for me. In the next 5 years from now, 10 years, my wife and I, we don't need to work again. If we don't need to work, we have excess. All our kids' education paid for. Now begin to serve the Lord. Number two, invest in now. Number three that you need to know is stay true to yourself. Write it. I've been saying this time with that number. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. But one thing I want you to know, hear me before you leave. You cannot fake it and make it. That's the truth. If I fake coming here every day, I wouldn't make 207 videos per day on Talktolife. Go and check it. My mother told me that only a liar will say my witness is in heaven. Go and look at YouTube. Look at my Facebook page. I am Rotimi Adedokun. YouTube. Look at NewDawnTV. I want you to know. I want you to know. You cannot fake it and make it. You can choose to be a speaker. Can you speak 100 days non-stop? What? Yes. I've been speaking for 207 days. Different top subject. One word, send it to me right now. If you are listening to me around the world, wherever you are does not matter. Send me one word. Say to me, talk about this word. And I will turn into a teaching like this. I have successfully developed myself. It's beyond an auto. When you fly in a jet or an airplane or whatever it is, you want the ground sport, the plane altitude, everything needs your manual. Everything needs your manual. But when it's get to a place, it doesn't need your manual again. You set it on auto, and you just have to be guiding. Because due to what I do, I've been in the cockpit, or what do they call where the pilot used to stay, and I see how they do stuff. I'm telling you today that for you to have a good end in life, you have to visualize your future. See it. What you cannot see, you cannot make happen. Help me to put it out there. What you cannot see, you cannot make happen. Number two, invest in now. I've said it before. There is nothing called end. End simply means today that is consciously lived. Today that is consciously lived. Number three, I said stay true to yourself. You cannot fake it and make it at the same time. Your level of impact, your level of influence is a function of your daily investment. Hey, what am I doing to myself? Am I adding value, or what value is being, or virtue is being taken away from me? So, stay true to yourself. Stay true. Stay true to yourself. Number four, sacrifice you. Whoa. Rotimi, what do you mean? If you cannot sacrifice you, you can never be you. Sacrifice you. You are watching me. Sacrifice you. If you cannot sacrifice you, you can never be you. The real you is inside the you that you are here to sacrifice. Let it be up. The real you is inside the you that you are here to what? To sacrifice. Until you sacrifice you, you can never be you. Isn't that something? Until you sacrifice you, you can never be you. You is inside the you that you are here to sacrifice. You are here to sacrifice your you. So your laziness takes preeminence over you. You are here to sacrifice your hunger, your eating habit. So hunger takes preeminence over your life. Everything that you see today, more great thing is coming tomorrow. But if you don't deny yourself for today, tomorrow will never be your friend. Visualize the future. Invest in now. Stay true. Stay true to yourself. Sacrifice you. And number hand. Are you ready? This is funny. You know what it is? Stay. Stay to the end. If you want to see the end, you have to stay. If you want to see the end, you have to stay. If you want to see the end, you have to stay. Those who stay will see. You remember in Matthew chapter 5 when the wise virgins are all lobbying around, and some people say, okay, he's coming, he's not coming, he's coming, he's not coming, he's not coming, he's not coming, and finally he showed up because 10 of them waited. What happened? They saw him, but unfortunately 5 who was you know what I mean, they get the best of it. You know what? That's all I got today. Those 5 things that will make it to have a good end, don't forget them. Number 1, visualize your future, invest in now, stay true to yourself, sacrifice you, and stay to the end. Guys, what have you heard this morning? What have you heard? If you are looking for approval, you will never wear loafers. Men will never give you approval. But you know what happened? God has commissioned you already. Don't worry about them. Go out there, go and make a mistake. I've said it, what I'm preaching right now, that's the latest revelation for me, that we live in a world of failure. What you call success, Apple, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter are all functional. As a matter of fact, the owner of Twitter, go and check it, is the one that created Blogger, the blogger that is sold to Google. This guy, almost everybody left him. The day that they're supposed to, crash the company, that was the day that Google proposed to buy. And when Google bought it, then he left. He waited for some months. He said, what else can I do? I cannot take a job. That's where the idea of tweet came. I want you to know there is always an end. There is always an end. So, what have you heard today? Excuse me. Who is that? Is what? Who are you? Which red truck? So you're in the wrong place. Okay? Sorry about that. Somebody was knocking my door and I have to attend to it. It's very early here. I don't know. I think. So, what have you heard? What have you heard, guys? Okay. For those who have stayed to the end, I'm so sorry about the distraction. Somebody was just being funny. These American things, people are funny. So, everybody, thank you for today. I don't know what you have heard, but I want you to know that the end is a function of what you put into it. There is nothing called an end. There is end in dividends, end in endurance, end in surrender, recommendation, send, friend, depend, spend, comprehend, and intent. So, Merry Christmas in advance, and let's see. Okay, in the absence of nothing, we gotta go. I pray that you will not use your today to destroy your future. Your investment will speak. Everything that the Lord has given to you will come alive. No matter what the enemy has intention for you, it will go back on their head. For you, you will celebrate. That's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.